Hey guys, it's SJ. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, I'm SJ, mum of 3. I've got no idea what I look like on this because my viewfinder of my camera is broken. In fact, my whole camera is pretty much broken, so I'm gonna have to hand it in to be repaired. But it's just like, when do I can live without my camera? I don't know, so watch out for me being sad about that soon. So I thought I would just do a bit of a chatty update today because there's a few things happening and I never really do these and I like watching them as well, and just hearing just a few of the big things that are going on at the moment, including the weight loss and how I'm doing with that, what my next plans are for that, Finn update, there's a few health things more going on with him, and then I'm having a few health things, so yeah. And then what we're doing with the house as well, because we've been here a little while now and there's some plans for renovation and stuff. So yeah, let me just have a chat with you guys about it all. If you do follow me, you'll know that I've recently lost loads of weight doing the Cambridge weight plan, and I cannot believe I've been doing it for so long now. So I started, what, December, January, February, March, April. This is my 6th month of doing it. I didn't think I would last, like, I thought I would do it for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but then I lost a stone, and then basically each month on the Cambridge weight plan you do lose around a stone. I've stopped losing that much now because there's a lot less to lose. I'm not actually trying to lose much more weight, but now I must have lost about 3 stone 5 pound or something in total. So I'm pretty much exactly 9 stone now. Well, I am exactly 9 stone, and obviously sometimes it goes under or over, like, you know, it's a little bit depending on time of day and everything like that, but I'm really happy with that. I'm a size 8 to 10 now, so it's really weird. Like the other day I just went into the shop and picked up the size 8, came home because I knew it would fit me and I didn't feel like it was a big deal, whereas the first time I ever bought a size 12 I was like in floods of tears about it because it was just such a big change for me. But as I said, I'm not trying to lose any more. Lots of you guys are now doing Cambridge weight plans, so do let me know how you're getting on with it. It just works brilliantly for me, and the reason I haven't stopped is because it works so well and I'm enjoying it so much. I enjoy the products, I like that way of eating. And then we are going to a wedding in a couple of weeks. So me and Henrik are going to Santorini to a wedding by ourselves without the kids. So we decided to go alone because it's also our 10-year wedding anniversary coming up in June. So this will be a kind of combined trip. So I keep joking to my friend who's getting married that she doesn't mind me just renewing my vows. Seeing as it's all set up anyway. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and I want to feel and look great for that. And I never thought I would ever in my entire life look good enough, or good as I almost looked on my wedding day, whereas I actually feel like I kind of do 10 years on. I feel like I've done myself really, really proud with that. And I will sure be posting like photos of like, this was 10 years ago and this is now, and I've still got the bikini I wore on our honeymoon. I'm wondering if I can even put that on. Like, girls, like, can you imagine? Like, I was 8 stone 4 when I got married, so definitely thinner, but I don't want to be that weight again. I just want to look great, and my husband started really like saying how great I look, so it's all really good. So I'm staying on it until May, and then I think I'll move up to step 3. I'm actually finding it harder to do the diet now because I've lost the weight, but summer food, I love summer food. I love salads, like warm evenings, I just want a cold glass of wine. I was alright over Christmas because I could, you know, it was junk food, isn't it? Christmas, it's cheese, chocolate, crisps, and I was like, no. But healthy, salady, yummy things, I'm finding hard to resist, but I can have that on step 3, I'm sure. So I will probably just move up the steps because I will maintain if I do it properly. If you want any more info on Cambridge weight plan, I will link my Cambridge weight plan videos below, and I do plan to do a few more about what I'm eating now because I've mixed it up a little bit, trying some new things. So that's my weight loss goals and plans. The other big thing is Finn's speech. So my 4-year-old has a speech delay. He's got into the same school as Freddie and he'll be starting in September. Obviously it's a sibling place, and I had such a good chat with them. They are going to have a speech therapist assessment there, speech assessment, when he starts in reception, and then they will get double the support. So he'll have school support, they will have a speech therapist come in and give him support, which is all paid for by the school council or whatever, and then he'll keep with his private speech therapist as well. So I just think that that is amazing. I couldn't ask for more. We're going to get a home visit from the teacher to meet our private therapist. The school have been outstanding. I've already had that long chat with them because I called the receptionist and asked to speak to their special educational needs person. It will all be targeted, so the school has to reach those targets. So I literally feel over the moon about it, and I'm gone from being so anxious about reception year to seeing this as a bonus speech year. Like, you know, he's going to get so much extra support for his speech. Some of you have said you feel like it's coming along better, and I believe it is. I have to translate much less for him. We recently went to Sweden and I realised I was translating a lot less than I normally have to. So I think it's just kind of, yeah, just clicking in a little bit. The speech therapy is working. He basically does 45 minutes every Monday at the house. So it's in his home environment. She's lovely, she's so qualified, and is bringing his confidence more with it. And then his nursery, preschool, should be practicing with him 10 minutes a day. I think they've gone off the boil with that, which is irritating, but he is starting to accept me doing it more throughout the day, just when we can. Like, he knows when I'm trying to drop it in, like, oh, look at that, let's just say bubble, and he's like, yeah, whatever, mummy. Like, he straight away they can see through you. But he sees how proud I am of him, and I'm feeling much more positive about it. I was getting worried about Evelina's speech, and so we went to baby signing, but I decided not to sign up. I think that I'm just going to enjoy the hot weather and the sunshine while I've got Finn off, and not sign up to another class, and maybe start with her once he's in school, because it's a sit down inside thing, and I just kind of practicing with her myself and just making sure she's doing the sounds and the words. And so she's doing super duper well. I'm finding her adorable at the moment. She's 17 months, not 15 months, as I've been telling everyone for absolutely ages. And she's getting really bossy. I'm going to do an 18-month update actually on her, because I think that that's just so much changes and I want to capture it. We're going to be spending the whole summer in Sweden again. I don't know if you ever watched any of my Sweden vlogs, but I think what I'm going to do while we're there is just more day in the lifestyle vlogging, because it's beautiful there, and the lifestyle is quite different over there, and tell you a bit more about Scandi life and share a bit of our life over there with you guys. So I know that it's hard to watch YouTube over the summer holidays when you're also away and busy with your kids, so if there's anything you think is particularly interesting over there, then let me know. But I'm excited to just spend summer there, and I have a new nephew called Otto over there. So my little sister-in-law, she's not little, she's like in 30s, but little to me, had her first baby, so she's had a baby Otto, and I can't wait to spend summer with him as well. And my sister's coming with me for the first time since we got married. So 10 years ago my sister is coming back to Sweden, and yeah, she'll be there with her girls, which will be really exciting. You guys know that I'm not going back to work. I've quit, I've handed in my notice, and it was quite weird actually, because they gave me a leaving due, and apparently I'm having another one, but I need to follow up on that actually, like a dinner with my core team, because the leaving due was kind of like drinks, and it was with another girl who was leaving. None of my actual team made it because they were all away with work. So I'm kind of feeling, I was feeling quite sad about it and mixed, but now I'm feeling really positive about it. I think that they thought that they were confused why I'd left, I guess, and they were asking me, and I think I was quite embarrassed because they seemed to think I'd left because I thought I was like an internet star now or something. So I've been doing YouTube channel much more this year, and Instagram and things like that. I think their feeling was that I was trying to give this a go for a year or two, and if it didn't work out I'd be back. And I was like, God no, I left to be a full-time mum. Like, I left just because I want to look after the kids. Like, that had been my dream for a long time, but I guess people didn't really understand that that would be my dream, or maybe it doesn't fit my persona at work, because I'm very on it at work, and I was always really like career driven and ambitious as well, and wanted to get all the promotions. So maybe it just doesn't fit with their opinion of me, but I genuinely want to be a full-time mum, and this is an amazing, amazing thing that I get to do alongside it. I've really found my niche now with baby name stuff, and I love baby name stuff, so I'm now Channel Mum's baby name expert, which is great. And I've written my synopsis for my baby name book, which I've got an editor lined up to look at it, a production house, a publishing house, potentially. So who knows, maybe that will become a book by this time next year. That would be just amazing, wouldn't it? So I do it because I just want something extra to do, and I want a community, I want friends. I'm starting to get really good friends now in my new area. I feel so much more like I've bedded in. Like, I'm still not on the WhatsApp group of the school, and the teacher told me, you know you've made it when you're on the WhatsApp groups, but I'm not. So I have asked, but apparently the women were just like, you're better off not in it, it's a nightmare. So I'm taking that attitude. But yeah, Freddie's getting play dates. You know, there's been rumblings of a glass of wine, but I've made some really good friends in the school, so I'm starting to feel much more accepted, and people know me. Chatty texts are coming through, and I'm just opening myself up a bit more as well to that kind of side of it. So feeling much more positive overall. We have noticed something with Finn though, which is, yeah, we're getting Finn's heart checked because a few times he's been complaining of chest pains after physical things. So after swimming, he was really complaining of his chest hurting. And one time we were just running along and he was running quite fast and he was really frightened. He was like, ow, my heart's not going, my heart stopped. And he was really frightened, like clinging to me, scared. And then he's been getting really cold and his lips were really blue and it wasn't that cold. And everyone was like saying to me, like, we were at a play group, they're like, what's going on with Finn? Why is he so cold? So I just don't know. So I was looking up all these symptoms and it could be that he has maybe a heart murmur or something. Oh, which would be, you know, he just seems to get everything. So anyway, I'm getting that checked out. Fingers crossed. And it doesn't seem like a serious thing. Tell me if your child has anything like this. It seemed to say that you just need it monitored every 6 months, potentially some tablets to make sure nothing irregulates, but there's no side effects of those. So fingers crossed he doesn't, but it does. My mum has a heart murmur, so I don't know if it's genetic, but I just want to get it checked because the symptoms are quite odd and I don't want anything undiagnosed, obviously, when it comes to your children. So that's something that we're going to be doing. I'm not worried about it yet. I think I will be once the process starts, and obviously if anything comes up, but I'm doing it to be told everything's fine. So fingers crossed, but it's just an odd thing for a child to complain about and to be scared of, and it seems worth checking. That's everything. So the other thing that happening over the summer is we will finally be starting some of the renovation work in the house, fingers crossed. I've been really slow about doing it because I just find the whole process bamboozling, to be honest, and I've never done it before. Structural engineers or architects or builders, and yeah, just getting my head around all of that. But that is the plan, is to try to do it maybe over the summer when me and the kids are in Sweden. Henrik can be here and getting that sorted because he won't stay for the whole time that I will. And then I've had the contraceptive implant, which has been a total nightmare. Since I've had it, I've basically been bleeding non-stop and I've been feeling really ill lately. And I think it's because I may be a bit anemic from losing the blood, so from bleeding constantly for basically 2 months. I've been getting dizziness, been having to go to bed early, been really tired, and yeah, so I'm gonna maybe get it taken out. I talked about this on my Instagram stories, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, I basically daily vlog over there on stories. I'm always on there, and I got like 100 replies about this bloody implant. Boom, boom. Basically for most people saying they had the same, constant bleeding for 10 to 12 months, weight gain, had to get it taken out. So I was going to try and give it to the end of this month and then maybe get it taken out if my doctor will, because some people were saying their doctors wouldn't take it out for 6 months, so it's just not doing me well. So I've got iron sachets now to increase my iron, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that will help, because some people were saying they had to then take the contraceptive pill to stop the bleeding. It's just like, bloody hell, like, this was supposed to be something that I didn't have to think about, and it's made everything much worse. So I think I'll just try and get it taken out and go back to natural cycles. But her being our last baby, it was just something to try, really. But if it doesn't suit me, it doesn't suit me, and that's Henrik's attitude as well. So he doesn't like seeing me like this, and it's just debilitating with the tiredness and the feeling sick and feeling dizzy and headachy. So bit of a disaster all round with the implant, but yes, that was a bit of a sad ending, so let me think of something happy to say. But yeah, Freddie's getting on super duper well at the new school. Henrik started a new job when we moved here as well. That seems to be going really well. I'm hoping to get up to the This Morning Live event in Birmingham on Friday this week. If anyone is around, I might be going up there. Channel member kind of going to be there, and I'm going to try and get up there with Evelina if I can work out the wraparound childcare for the kids, because it's so much fun, and I basically just want to meet Rylan again because I got to meet him at the launch event and just loved him. So I'm just going to stalk around him, and like Nikki the PR woman was lush, and all the vloggers are going to be there, like all my friends, and then like also the bigger ones are going to be there as well. So you would definitely, if you watch YouTube, you would love to be there, and everyone's super nice, so you just come and hang out with us basically and have a little mooch around the stall. So that's my plan. and then we've got the wedding in a couple of weeks, and I need to buy a new dress, so I will be doing a help me pick my dress video as well, hopefully, maybe even on Friday if I get the dresses in time. So I'd love you to follow me on Instagram as well, because there's more of you here than there are on Instagram, and as I said, I do loads of chatting, daily vlogging on stories there, so hopefully I will see you over there. I hope you guys are all well. Let me know one new thing you've been doing in the comments below. We can have a good natter, and thanks for watching this little chit chat, and I will see you on Friday. Bye guys!